It's time for another intriguing episode of Sports Cruise here on the Our Media channel with me, Jose, where today we'll be looking at the most trending yet the most sarcastic and also obscure stories in the world of sports. Then we'll start off with some story regarding Rodrygo, who plays for Real Madrid. The young guy is making the news because of the imminent incoming or signing of Kylian Mbappe. Now, the news regarding Rodrygo is that some section of his entourage is saying that he needs to move on from Real Madrid, because if Real Madrid should end up signing Kylian Mbappe, then that means that his playing time with the Los Blancos would be limited. But then that's not rocket science. But then for Rodrygo, the question is, would he accept his role as a bench warmer or to play second fiddle to Kylian Mbappe, who has already made that Ballon d'Or podium? He's won the World Cup with France in 2018, made it to another finals in 2022, and he's already a world-class player. So for Rodrygo, the advice keeps tripping in from his entourage that he should seek a move to somewhere else, maybe in England, France, Italy, any of the major leagues around Europe, and play for a top club. But would he actually listen to what people are saying, that he should move away from Real Madrid because Kylian Mbappe is coming and that would limit his chances of playing regularly for Real Madrid, or he should stay with Real Madrid? But then let's also hear from you. What do you think Rodrygo should do? He has formed a very, very good partnership with Vinicius Jr. over the years. They've won the UEFA Champions League with Real Madrid, but then Kylian Mbappe, it's the hottest topic, and surely should he sign for Real Madrid, it means that Rodrygo playing time would be limited. All right, so our next story on Sports Cruise, where it's the Liverpool job that will be vacant come the end of the season. As we all know, Jurgen Klopp has said that he'll be leaving his post as head coach of Liverpool at the end of the season. But then one manager who has been a candidate, a potential replacement for Jurgen Klopp, has been Bologna's Thiago Motta. This is a player who played for Inter Milan, won the Champions League with them, played also for Barcelona, but he is the current head coach of Bologna in the Italian top flight. But then his agent, who goes by the name of Alessandro Canovi, has answered some questions with regards to that vacant job come summer. And when he was asked if his manager or the party he represents in Thiago Motta could be the next head coach for Liverpool, he responded by saying, interested. What is that? Does that mean that maybe there are still talks ongoing between Liverpool and Thiago Motta for him to be the next head coach of the team? Because already several other managers have been linked to the job, which includes Roberto De Zerbi, and then also Sporting CP's Ruben Amorim. So quite a number of managers have already been linked to the Liverpool job. But then Bologna are in contention to qualify for next season's UEFA Champions League. That's the 2024-2025 Champions League season. But then they've been led by Thiago Motta, who is doing a fantastic job over there. And it's no surprise that Liverpool are already being linked with this man for him to succeed Jurgen Klopp at the post. But then, per what his agent Alessandro Canovi said, do you think that Thiago Motta is the right man to coach Liverpool after Jurgen Klopp? Okay, so Luis Rubiales, the former president of the Spanish FA, is making the news again. But then, guess what? It is some accusation from his own relative. Yes, Luis Rubiales' uncle, who goes by the name Juan Rubiales, has made some very, very shocking claims about his nephew, saying he's a compulsive, racist, and a sexist liar when interviewed. And that's what Juan Rubiales had to say about his nephew, saying that he is an authoritarian after Rubiales had been charged for sexual assault on Spanish female player Jennifer Hermoso. We all remember what happened after Spain won the 2023 Women's World Cup by beating England by a goal to 0. But then during the medal presentation, Rubiales, in the process, kissed Jennifer Hermoso on the lips for less than 2 seconds.
Real bad man.
The prosecutors of the case are saying that he should face 2.5 years in prison for sexual assault and also, coercive behavior. But then the latest one from his uncle even makes it worse because it looks like his uncle is already condemning Luis Rubiales.
Jesus, that's not nice.
But then the latest news with regards to Rubiales is that he was apprehended at the Madrid airport a couple of hours ago and he is facing jail time. All right, so our next story will be on Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey, who granted a very rare interview after Arsenal's 2-0 win over Luton Town in the English Premier League. But then there's been questions and also rumors about Partey's future at Arsenal because most of the fan base have tagged him as unreliable since he is often on the sidelines due to injury. But then Partey has come out to clear the air with regards to his future with the club, saying that he's enjoying it at Arsenal, but then he's not willing to move to anywhere. But then the real question is, has he been reliable enough? And also looking at the wages he's taking currently, do you think that Arsenal would want to keep him because there are more players on the bench who would be willing to play provided they are fit? Partey hasn't really played much this season due to his often injury. Last time we heard that a Saudi Pro League club was willing to offer him $1 million a month as salary. But then it's also two things. If Partey is actually willing to stay, but then the big question is, are Arsenal and also Mikel Arteta, the head coach, willing to allow Partey to stay? You can have your say in the comment section. All right, so to our last story, where it's with regards to the latest FIFA rankings, where shockingly, and currently they lie 68th in the rankings, where countries like UAE, Albania, Cape Verde, Uzbekistan, Finland, Iraq, and even Jamaica, as well as Panama, are all ahead of Ghana in the latest Coca-Cola FIFA rankings. But then the question is human. Ghana football, because in the latest rankings, it's still led by Argentina, the World Cup winners, and then France, Belgium, also usurping England, and England falling to 4th place. Brazil, Portugal, Netherlands, Spain, Italy, and Croatia completing the top 10 in the latest Coca-Cola FIFA ranking. All right, so on that note, we call it a wrap on this intriguing episode of Ghana in the latest FIFA rankings. Does that even mean that our football is just, worse? This is where I leave you. It's the Our Media channel. My name is Josiah. Bye for now.